Hello, welcome back to Otter Pop Culture, and today we're going over Kehlani's fourth album called It Was Good Until It Wasn't. So, I got into Kehlani around 2017 when she released Sweet, Sexy, Savage, and I loved the album. And then I went from Sweet, Sexy, Savage to the next one, which just came out in 2019, which was While We Wait, and that put me even deeper into her. I think While We Wait was my official it's when my official fandom started with her. Like, I really, really do like her sound, and I love everything. I love her aesthetic, I love her voice, I love her look. She has a really cool look. I love the fact that she's really leans into the longer nail thing. I think it's so chic. But anyways, enough about her. We're gonna talk about her album. So this album is actually really interesting. It's a long album. It's 15 songs long. And it's talked about a good couple of topics, and I don't really invest too much into people's personal or artists' personal lives unless it has to do with their album. And unfortunately, I didn't think that this would have to do with a personal life other than I didn't think it was gonna have to do with her actual relation. I thought I know it has most of her songs to do with her actual relationships, but I didn't know that it was so recent. So for example, I didn't know that she dated YG, who's a rapper, and they broke up and everything. But this is a kind of a reaction to all of that in the end, on top of everything that she's been what's been happening since then and stuff like that, and just her life as a star herself. So I do like this song. This album's a little more leaning towards more a little more sexy, I think. So the other ones are sexy, but this one found, I don't know, actually no, let me say this sounds more mature yet not. I feel like because it has some immature parts and some mature parts. I feel like it makes it more mature because it feels like she's kind of taking. It feels like in these songs, some of these songs, she's taking in every bit of part of who she is. And you hear that in a couple of songs. So let me go down some of my favorite ones and kind of talk about them. So the first song that comes off is "Toxic," which is one of the last singles that she released before this album. And I do like it, and I really, really do. And it's kind of straight on, kind of pretty upfront about exactly how she feels about this relationship being toxic, and how she's I take real accountability, or I get real accountable when I'm alone. And it kind of says she definitely sees when she take a step back by herself, she can see the big picture, but when they're in together, she definitely doesn't see it in that way. One thing I want to take a nod to is that Ty Dolla $ign is way in the background. He usually is a feature. He usually has he's a feature, but he usually has a rap part or his own verse. None in this. He's complete harmony, and I think that's so cool. And I think it's I don't know. It just sounds so cool. It reminds me of when you see A-list star in a very small role, and then they go. It's just it. That's all you see them for that 5 minutes or 10 minutes. I feel like this is a kind of what it feels like with Ty Dolla $ign and this, because it just sounds like he's just I'm just here for harmony, and then I'm going. This is your song, kind of thing. So I really like that one. Can I, featuring Troy Lanez, which is, Troy Lanez have been going on and off with me. I'm trying to find where to start with him, because I feel like there's some sounds that are a little different than the other ones. So if you are a Troy Lanez fan, please comment below. Tell me where you think I should start off with him, and also which album I should start off with him. Anyway, so this one samples in the chorus "Come Over" by Aaliyah, which is one of my favorite Aaliyah songs. So I was very excited when I heard it in the chorus. And this song's pretty much about a hookup, or late night hookup, and just we get together, and yeah, he's just "Can I come over?" And I love the one line she says, "Hit the back just like a free throw." Love it. She has I think another thing that her writing has grown more too, and it's just insane. I love it. Another one I like is "Real Hot Girl" skits. There's 2 skits in this album. And this one's strictly Megan Thee Stallion, and I love Megan Thee Stallion. It's just amazing. I can't wait for her album to come out. So she is pretty much just talking about how she has the best pussy in the world, and she's like, this pussy's so amazing that this guy just buys me everything and all that stuff like that because he knows this pussy is a bomb, blah blah blah. So she even says he just wants to buy me shit. The pussy's so motherfucking good. So love it. It's a nice little refreshing, hey Megan, kind of thing. And they've done a song together. I think they've done a song together. Yes, they did a song on I reviewed it on Megan's last album, Sugar. So, and then we go into Water, which is one of my other favorite songs, and I love that she sticks to themes. Like, when it comes, like, I feel like there's been a thing where there's some artists that kind of go all over the place, sometimes with their sound, or not sound, with their topics sometimes. Not everybody, but there has been some collective people that have done it recently, and I love that she goes, Skit, this is like a snippet of what the topic is, and here's a full topic, I love that. It keeps it going. It's not a skit for skit reason. So Water is really great. I love it. And she starts off with saying, damn, I ain't been this wet in years. And I was like, yes. So, and she says, swimming with the Pisces every night. She's talking about YG. And so pretty much it's about like how hot their sex is and how good he makes her feel. It's like that. Change Your Life was a really good one I really liked with Janae Aiko. Ayoko. I think it's Ayoko. Ayoko. So she comes in this and I cannot stand, just kidding, I love, but I cannot stand how smooth and how nice fucking Janae just comes in any fucking song. She's just so nice. And I feel like and it's just so great to have Kehlani, how those two collide. Like, why is there not a duo? Why is not a duet album is beyond me. Because that song put together was so nice. This song is so nice. She really wants this guy. She's just like, want to be a hubby? You can wife me up. She's just like, she wants to be with this guy. Going to Belong to the Streets skit, which is a great topic because it talks about how there's people talking about her love life and how she's always with a different man, and she doesn't seem like she's really settled down or anything, and so she posts about all this stuff online, and one guy argues that like she's posting it online and that makes it public, that means that we can talk about it, and the other side is a woman saying like I think she's pretty much getting it to turn, she's like, it's really none of your business, even if she posts it, you don't have to. You're talking so much about this kind of thing, and she's like, no, she belongs to the streets, not to these men, and I think that's I can't tell if that's like a kind of like street cred or it's like an insult, because I feel like I lean more to like cred, because I feel like it's like you don't like, because I think it's kind of nice that she doesn't belong to these guys, like these guys don't like whatever, but I think what she says when it goes into everybody's business, which is the next song, she's like, people talk about her all the time, about her, who she's with, what she's doing, and all that like that really is none of their business, and so she points that out, and I love that she says, I know it's frightening, don't know me from nothing, and I think that's kind of true, and I think it's so much rumors are going around about her life and what people portray her as, and it's just like you don't even know her. Going to one of my really favorite songs is Hate the Club featuring Masego. So I love the sax in this. It's so nice. One of the things she says is, damn, I know I hate this. I hate this club, but I came because I know you would show up. So this song is I think it's her first song on the album that's a little more same-sex song. She's crushing on this woman. It's at the club all the time, and really likes her, and but just so shy to like approach her every time she sees her there. So she shows up to the club just to kind of watch her, I guess, until she gets the courage. And I think in the song she's like, I want the courage to actually talk to you now. Yeah, and it goes to Serial Lover, which is a really interesting song. It's pretty much talking about how she's like, my intentions are pure, but my habits are cold. And she's pretty much talking about how she she's not really in the commitment type of person. She kind of goes, she does, as much as she says, like, these rumors about people talking shit about me, some of it's lightly true, because she kind of bounces, she does go from guy to guy kind of thing, and she does want, but she does say, like, these are not, I'm not just doing it for sake, like, well, I can't tell what she's saying, because she kind of contrasts herself. She says that she doesn't do this, she actually loves every single one, it's just as much as the other one, it just ends. But I feel like in the same time, she does say that she realizes this is a problem, and that she needs to kind of, she might have to figure out how to balance between those two, like, extremes. But I love the one line she says, I got bodies, I'm gonna take them to the grave. Pretty much saying, like, and just all these guys I'm collecting, these women I'm collecting, just like, I'm taking them to the grave with me. And then it goes into a couple of songs. So, let me find the other one. Grieving. I love Grieving, featuring James Blake. So this one's pretty much about grieving after a breakup. And she says, and it's pretty much about, I think it's also about YG. But she's saying, she has a response, she has a thing that says, name a bitch who, patient like that, name a bitch who caters like that, and she kind of responds, she's like, it kind of seems like she's not really being, she wasn't being, not catered to. She wasn't being appreciated in her relationship. So when they broke up, it's pretty much what she said. She's like, I know that I was doing my best in that kind of direction, but you get a response to confirm that by James Blake, who says, no one ever have given me so many chances like I have. And I think that's kind of like, he realizes that is the truth, and so they kind of have that like blending. And I love that story. I love when songs kind of have a speak and reaction kind of thing, especially with a different artist. To kind of lean into more story, open the story a little more. And then also, in another song I really liked was Open, parentheses, Passionate. And this one's very interesting. It's talking about the insecurities of emotional nakedness. So I think that's, in that straight up sentence, it makes me feel like she's saying that she has an issue with opening up. But one of the things that she says, which just kind of throws me off, is, do I got you way too open to be open? And then she says, if I do the same, which is, I don't really know what that means exactly. Too open to be open? Like, am I giving you too much space to do that you can't even open up? I don't know. I didn't understand that part. I wish somebody can, like, comment below if you can understand, if you get what she's saying about that sentence, because I'm kind of confused. But I did get the one of, if I do the same, will you play the victim? And I think what she's saying is that it's like, he goes around and he tours around, and there's a lot of girls out there that, like, want to be with him, want to get with him, want to, like, sleep with him and everything. And I think that she is a little concerned about that. She's like, what if you slip up? What if you do something? What if you're drinking and the tequila makes you want to, like, do stuff with these girls? Like, how do I know that's not going to happen, you know? And then she says for herself, like, she calls her, like, Lila calls herself out. It's like, what if I do that? Like, would you see it as we're both doing the same thing kind of thing, let's resolve it? Or will you point a complete finger at me saying that, oh, how dare you do this, when it's kind of weird that you do the same thing, you know? And then finally, one of my other favorite songs is Lexi's Outro. So I didn't really know about this, but Minnesota-based rapper Lexi Alijai, she passed away on New Year's Day 2020, and she has flow. I'm so mad that I might want to look her up, actually, because I don't know why, but I might want to look it up and actually see her having old songs. But she has flow. I'm kind of a little upset that she died, because I'm just hearing this exposure is like, wow, I want more, you know. But I love one part she says is like, you gotta act like you're on top even when your shit sunk. And I think that's kind of cool. It's like, you gotta just be the shit, you know, just pretend you're the shit, even if you're not. Because the minute that these guys see you slipping, they're gonna come after you. They're gonna feed into that kind of insecurity, and that's not good. You know, it can ruin you in that direction. So it's just like, these guys are looking to play these women, and it's just like, you gotta have a hard shell to get through this, you know, or else you're gonna fall at every time, you know. So I really like this album. I give it a 8 out of 10. It's a really, really good album. I just love her storyline. She just knows how to drop a story. Leave a comment below, tell me what you thought. If you liked it, let me know. If you didn't like this album, let me know why, and stuff like that. And tell me your favorite songs if you want to. And I hope everybody has a great week, and I'll see you all in the next video.